Ken Stout.
There's a lot of diversity inside of the two-wheel drive class. First of all, paint jobs are certainly much different, but that's nothing new. But the McPhersons, who have chosen a Chevrolet body, will utilize a wedge-headed power plant. The Walsh brothers, they've chosen to go with a Ford combination, but it is using a Chrysler product. It has the big Hemi motor under the hood. While these things are certainly very different, I will also tell you that there's at least 3 common denominators in this class. One is wheelbase, can be no more than 165 inches. The other one, everybody has to weigh at least 6,200 pounds. And the third one, as we've mentioned before, they are all chasing one team. Roger Simon and Simon Says has been the team to beat, and we'll find out if somebody can finally pull off the very tough task of beating them here tonight.
All right, thank you very much, Ken Stout. Here comes the number 3 member, Dan Walsh, who's a member of that Simon Says team with the Irish Challenger. Explain, Bob.
Well, that's basically how it is. He's a part of the team. The team owns a Chevy, a Ford, and a Dodge. Dan Walsh used to own this truck. He bought it back, but he still is a team member of the Simon team. And as we check it out, the Lucas Oil replay, no shock there, no surprise. Dan Walsh making a full pull, a picture-perfect run, in fact. Bounces just a little bit. That right tire kind of dangling on the track. Takes it out the way it's supposed to be.
Well, the story won't be whether you're going to keep it or not. I can tell you whether you're going to keep it or not because you went 300. The story's going to be whether they leave the sled alone or not.
I think they will, because I think they know it's on my truck. It's a good truck. It's a perfect pull. I think they have the sled just right. I think there might be 3-4 out the gate, but I think we'll have a really good pull.
We'll find out right now as we get away from that Simon Says team. Here comes T.J. Tatum, the Extreme Pleasure. Let's see if they have the sled right.
Tatum screaming the motor. Truck is hooking up good, having to get on the brakes. Sled is probably set right. I'm not so sure TJ wouldn't have made a full pull. Got on that wrong side of the track, had to get on the brakes, and when you get on those brakes, Ted, momentum is just shot.
Comes up short at 286 feet. Next, Keith Long and the Bullseye.
Keith Long, a guy that could very easily run with and beat the Simon team, many-time champion in Kentucky, Tennessee, and Alabama. Is he going to get a full pull? It is close. He's looking over to see if he got out to 99.85, Ted.
Oh, boy. Talk about the sport of inches. You just got to be dying if you're Keith Long. Now here comes Lisa Tatum and the Foolish Pleasure.
Her brother, TJ, was the one driving the Extreme Pleasure just a few moments ago. She is really standing on the motor. Now, she is big known for being hard on parts, being very aggressive in her driving. Is it going to pay off tonight? Not going to do it. 278.87.
You know, Walsh said they had that sled set exactly right, and it looks like he hit the nail on the head. Danny Sullivan is one guy, though, that's not a member of that team that could give us a full pull with the bumper.
A couple of years back, winner of the National Farm Machinery Show, the Sullivan team has won every major pulling event in the world, but it looks like he's going, yes, out of bounds. He is not going to like that. It's going to drop him to last place in the class tonight.
Oh, tough. You saw that front wheel, though, hanging over that white line. Incidentally, for the record, the pulling course is 30 feet wide, so he had a lot of space there, but didn't get it shut down in time.
Well, certainly not what you wanted to do tonight. Hit the white line right at the very end, so not only won't you win, but they're going to disqualify you as well.
Yeah, that was a bad deal. We kind of got off to the left a little, and it just took off on me. I tried it. I thought I got it back in, but they said I didn't.
Now, that means he'll go to last place. He will get some points for showing up and pulling. Don Finney in the up and gone from Paris, Illinois.
Well, we saw Keith Long run earlier. This is Keith Long's former truck. The guy driving the Bullseye, this is his old truck. Don Finney behind the wheel, and Don bouncing around. Track getting really aggressive. I think he was in the wrong gear.
Boy, he pulled down hard when that weight finally transferred onto that rear axle. Here comes the Willies of Ricky Long and the Willie Naked. This guy has done very well this year.
Well, we just saw his brother Keith, who's currently number 2, 299 and change. Their team members, let's see if he's taking the information back to his brother, and Ted, everybody's getting pulled over on that right-hand side of the track, and it's killing their momentum.
Yeah, but he went over 290 feet, so he did learn something. Now, we'll take a break from the action. When we come back, will there be a two-wheel drive pull-off? We'll find out.
Craftsman has created a tool that's a real innovation and so easy to use. It's the Craftsman Easy Fire staple and nail gun, only from Sears. With traditional staple guns, you put all the pressure on the back of the tool. This can cause kickback, so staples don't always go in flush. With the Easy Fire's forward action design, you use your arm and your body weight in a natural forward motion. The extra leverage dramatically reduces kickback, so staples go in flush.
It's the only tool I need to finish the screen door.
It's two tools in one. Just switch to brad nails to finish off the job. The Easy Fire has a built-in wire guide, and it's half the weight of traditional staple guns. The Craftsman Easy Fire staple and nail gun comes with 1,000 staples in 5 different sizes and 500 brad nails, all for only $19.99. Sears, the good life at a great price, guaranteed.
Have your Sears or other credit card ready and call 1-800-754-7711 to order your Craftsman Easy Fire staple and nail gun for just $19.99 plus shipping.
Sundays mean adventure on OLN with Wild Survival with Corbin Burnson. A climber careens down a mountain and a teenager confronts a swimmer's ultimate nightmare. Adventure Sundays, 8 p.m. only on OLN.
Summit Racing has America's lowest prices on performance parts. That's right, one call to Summit. Get your top brand names, guaranteed lowest prices. Free shipping and fast, friendly service 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Get a Performance Warehouse in your mailbox. Just call 1-800-324-7697 for your free Summit Racing catalog. It's packed with thousands of parts at low, low prices, plus free shipping and toll-free ordering. Call 1-800-324-7697 now for your free Summit catalog.
Welcome back to the Warren County 4-H Fair, a part of the Jacobs Electronics Ohio Valley Nationals from Booneville, Indiana. We're in the two-wheel drive category. Here comes young Jeff McPherson, second-generation puller.
Jeff has yet to win an event this year on the Jasper Engine Pulling Series, and I'm seeing something dangling out underneath. I think it was just a strap holding a weight on Ted. The motor was obviously running, blower belt still on, but nonetheless, he's going to come up short.
Now, I told you Jeff was a second-generation puller. Well, his father, Dick, is very accomplished, too. Ken Stout has more on that.
You're looking at a 572 cubic inch wedge head power plant, but take a look at that blower. You won't find too many that look like that. It really has a unique housing, courtesy of SCS, who actually builds that blower. All this is some brand new stuff that the KG veteran, Dick McPherson, is using. Dick actually leading his son in points, but I've got to ask you, Dick, how in the world can you be leading your son in points and you can't even drive this thing?
Well, I guess I got a good driver. My son's just doing a good job on my truck, and the motor's been running a little better than ever. We've just been having all kind of motor problems with this motor, and both of them are the same. I put them both together, and we just can't get this to work, and it's not making any horsepower, and it's just hurting all kind of parts.
You just give me the spiel on the motor. I want to know what happened to the hand. Explain it to me.
Well, we were going to the pools the other night, and semi overheated. The clutch fan wouldn't kick in, and I was trying to find out why it wouldn't kick in. And some reason, I was trying to find it short across the sensor to make it kick in, and when I pulled my hand out, some way I bumped the belts. It happened so quick I never even knew I touched the belts, and I just ran a couple fingers through the belts, and they're healing pretty good. I'd kind of aggravate them and broke the one finger over again, but they're coming along really well.
What's the prognosis? How long before you can climb back into the driver's seat?
Well, he said I got an appointment for the 27th. I hope then I leave his finger alone. It comes out of the cast. And I get back in to drive. I'd like to drive now, but I don't think I can get the far seat on. I know I can't get the far gloves on, and so I'll just let him drive. He's doing a good job.
Now, for those of you who don't understand tractor pulling and what goes on inside, the 35-year veteran actually needs that right hand to run the throttle. They don't run the throttle with the right foot. Actually, the right foot controls both the right and left brake pedal. Of course, the left foot would run the clutch, and the right hand, as I mentioned before, will run the throttle, left hand to steer. So they stay very busy inside of the cockpit when they're driving one of these things. Obviously, until he gets the pins out of that hand, he will not be able to compete. But in the meantime, they'll see if they can get some of the bugs worked out of that power plant and get this thing up to snuff.
Well, and as bad luck would have it, Jeff McPherson, they're getting out of Sullivan's tow vehicle to go back to his dad's truck because the luck of the draw, they draw to see who pulls first, second, and so forth. Guess what? Jeff pulled first, and his father had to pull second. So he has to hurry back to the starting line and drive Dad's truck.
And he's having a little bit of problems with Dad's truck, it appears. It kind of bounces off the starting line now. It's hooked in really good. Very good run, actually. Going to come up short, but a very, very impressive run, 282.52.
Well, as Simon says, prepares to hook. Let's go down to Ken Stout and see what Dad thought about the kid's driving job.
Well, I'll tell you what, Dick, you got to be real proud of him. Once again, he beat himself so you can get some more points.
Yeah, the trucks are, we're just having a little problem getting the trucks to work. He's doing a fine job of driving. We're just not getting the trucks right for some reason.
Well, it ran a little bit better than yours did. It looks like both of you guys might have missed the setup a little bit. You went 275. Here with Dad's truck, you went 282.
Yeah, that's about what we've been, about 5 feet apart, but we're 25 feet short. We just can't find that other footage.
That is tough to do. Here's Mr. Domination, the guy that's been doing it all from Farley, Iowa. Ladies and gentlemen, in his Dodge, this is Roger Simon, the defending world champion.
Remember, he also has a Chevrolet, and his team member, Dan Walsh, is leading the class with the only Ford. Roger looking around. Did I get a full pull? Did I get a full pull? No, Roger. Not this time. 297.41.
I don't believe it. He came up short. Ken Stout running down. We got to hear what he's got to say about this.
Well, a nice, strong run, but certainly not what you were looking for tonight. 297.41. Respectable. Not going to get you in a pull-off.
No, we're trying a different motor, so we went high gear just to see how much the motor have. And we should have been down a gear. It would have been in a pull-off.
All right, one of the Varner brothers. This one is Darrell Varner driving the Utterly Smooth out of Midway, Kentucky. I have trouble keeping track of these guys.
The Varners, very, very tough competitors. They know this type of soil could be in their favor. A lot of momentum. It's hooked right. Will he have the footage on the far end? No, way, way short.
269 feet as that sled really slammed down hard on him. Now, here comes Danny Hubert in the Jack Daniels sponsored entry out of Bowling Green, Missouri.
Actually, Danny Hubert's truck and Darrell Varner's truck are both owned by Bill Humphreys. So, kind of like in NASCAR, you've got team owners. We've got them in pulling too. He owns both of these vehicles. And the Jack Daniels machine will come up short, 284.73.
Out of the Queen City of Cincinnati, Ohio, comes Rich Sandiford, the Valco of Cincinnati entry. He calls it just for fun because he does this just for fun.
That's right, but not exactly just for fun. Rich Sandiford, as he said, president of Valco, he takes this technology he learns on the track and actually puts it into his consumer products at the company. And Rich, so close, just like we saw Sullivan's earlier, he crosses the white line and goes out of bounds as we check it with the Lucas Oil replay. Rich had a very good run. He was going in the hunt, but this track has been pulling everybody to the right-hand side all night long. Rich is getting on the brake, turning the tires, but he is out.
Certainly not the way I want to come over here and talk to you. And last time I saw you, you weren't in much better shape. You'd broke the crankshaft here. You're going to be DQ'd.
Yeah, it was either running to the edge or we were going to not do that well anyway, so we didn't have much choice.
Now, Roger Simon gets a second chance because in addition to a Dodge, he also has a Chevrolet, and here it is.
Well, if his team member, Dan Walsh, can hold it off, Dan, the only Ford in the class, could actually win it. Kind of like what we saw earlier. Gary Brinkmeyer, the only international. Ford wins it tonight. Roger Simon coming up short, 289.97.
Well, I'll tell you what, you beat some pretty tough trucks out here tonight, and one of them ran just a moment ago. Your buddy Roger Simon, congratulations to you.
Yeah, I got lucky. We tried something with that truck. We run as a team, Roger and I do. We tried something that didn't work. I just got real lucky. Everything was right with my truck, pulling the right time, right gear. Everything worked, and I got to thank Jasper Engines, Valco, Cinepico for making oil that we can run these high RPMs. Carquist, my longtime sponsor, and hey, the Ford did it tonight, and I'd rather be lucky than good anytime.
So that puts Dan Walsh on top. Here's how they finished, numbers 1 through 10.